The Queen presented the plans of Boris Johnson's government. At the center of the government declaration is an educational reform and the revitalization of the economy. The British government wants to promote the economic recovery from the corona crisis with further training for adults. They want to expand student loans to give all adults access to 4 years of study or vocational training during their lifetime. The proposal is part of the government plans announced in the traditional throne speech. Queen Elizabeth II read this out in Parliament to mark the beginning of the new year of Parliament session. Improved access to adult and vocational education should help workers acquire the skills they need in a changing economy. Before the pandemic, employers couldn't fill a quarter of their vacancies because they couldn't find workers with the right skills, the government said. Our universities and colleges must become much more accessible to adults and part-time students and enable people to change their careers, improve their skills regularly, and stay up to date with changing knowledge and technologies, the government said. The government statement also focused on Prime Minister Boris Johnson's plans to stimulate the economy through investments in infrastructure projects. Johnson also wants to invest a lot of money in the National Health Service NHS, the 350 million a day. The Conservative head of government also wants to push through projects such as a new police law and reforms of the electoral and asylum law. The police law in particular has been criticized. Critics see it as an attack on freedom of assembly. The speech is Elizabeth II's first major public appearance since the death of her husband Prince Philip, who died a few weeks ago at the age of 99. With less pomp than usual, but as usual with dignity, she opened the next session of the British Parliament. The Queen's speech, at which the head of state reads the Prime Minister's government statement, usually takes place once a year. This year, it went on a much smaller scale because of the coronavirus pandemic. Instead of 600 participants, only about 100 were allowed to sit at a distance in the conference room, well, not a conference room, in the Lords. Unlike usual, the 95-year-old monarch did not come by carriage, but by car. Instead of a royal cloak and crown, the Queen wore a lilac-colored dress with a matching hat. She was accompanied by the heir to the throne, Prince Charles, and his wife Camilla. And with people having a very close look at the Queen's dresses at the Queen's speech, because one's of the blue and yellow one, I'm quite looking forward to all the comments on the, let's say, kind of yellow dotted collar on her lilac dress, though. And about the topics of the Queen's speech, there are quite some bombs in it. There are definitely some things in. I don't trust Boris Johnson to make this come true, like the financing of the NHS. It's now 5 years ago that he promised 350 million a week for the NHS in case of Brexit. Where is that? And so I don't trust him further than I can throw him. And in other points, I trust him to do what he says there because it's in his advantage, like changing something about elections, the police law. That is definitely something he will push through Parliament. And if you want to stay informed, I hope you subscribe to my channel. Would be really great. And I hope, of course, that you watch. And if you like my videos, please let me know. And if you don't like them, well, yeah, you can let me know as well. But give a thumbs up if you like those. And I hope I see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.